Hi, it's Alaska Granny. I've been reorganizing my food storage, my stockpile, and realizing I have a lot of food that I need to rotate. Maybe you're like me and you go through phases when you are adding more because you're unsure of what the future holds and you have a little bit of extra money. But now that I have all these extra items, I need to be using them. To be a successful prepper and for your food stockpile to really be to work for you, you have to consider it is a working pantry. You work your way through that food. You use, rotate, replace that food. And that's how you make sure that you have an ongoing fresh supply. You don't wake up one day and the world is in a turmoil and you go to your prepper pantry and everything is 10 years expired. Some of that food might still be okay, but most of it wouldn't be, and it wouldn't be optimum. That's why there are dates on foods, that they're guaranteed to be their best until that date. Lots of foods last longer, and I've used many of them long past the date, but they do tend to decline the flavor, the texture, and sometimes the cans just give out and leak and explode, and we don't want to waste our grocery dollars on foods that we bought but didn't use. So I've been trying to use up some of my food and try new creative things, and today I'm going to show you how I made a tuna rice bowl. To make my tuna rice bowl, I have 1 cup of cooked rice, 1 can of tuna, and I'm going to add mayonnaise, soy sauce, spicy brown mustard like a Dijon mustard, and a little splash of sesame oil. I opened and drained my tuna, and now I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Then I'm going to add a teaspoon of soy sauce, a ½ teaspoon of Dijon, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of sesame oil. I'm going to stir it all together. This would have been good if I had some frozen peas. They would have been good in here, but I don't have any. Maybe a little chopped cucumber would be good. So think about other stir-ins and additions that you could add that could make your tuna rice bowl be even tastier. Now I'm going to take a scoop of rice, top it with some of my tuna mixture. And I wish, like I said, I wish I had some frozen peas or some cucumbers, but what I do have are some shredded carrots. So use what you have. That's what I do. And my tuna rice bowl is ready to serve. Tuna rice bowl with foods right out of my prepper pantry, and I'm rotating the foods that I already have on hand and making meals rather than sitting around saying, oh, there's nothing to eat, what can I have? Use what you have. Is every meal that you make going to be the best you ever had? No. And if it was, then you would never know when anything was really delicious. But this is going to make a nice little meal. I already had these things on hand, so it didn't cost me any extra money, and I'm making the full value out of the foods that I have on hand. It's tasty. Leave it in the comments below if you try this and how do you like it, and what's one of your favorite ways to rotate the tuna that you have in your prepper pantry and your food storage stockpile. I hope you'll like my video, share it, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.